my goodness, oh dear, these messages get heavier and heavier every week, my goodness. A whole load of shopping. Look, great big bag of it. I'm glad I didn't have to carry it very far because it just weighs an absolute ton. Mind you, I can manage to carry it, but if I had to hold it there, it's actually alright, but if I had to hold it really high, oh my goodness, I don't think I would be able to carry that. That's really, really, really heavy. And the longer you hold it, the heavier you get. I'm glad I was able to get it from the shop and then just go straight into the car and get Lawson to drive me home. But do you know, sometimes we carry lots of things and perhaps we don't actually even realise that we're carrying them. Those things weigh heavy on us, and sometimes they actually make us feel really, really sad. And I wonder if you can relate to any of these things that I'm talking about. Are you missing your friends, being able to go to school and play some of the games that you like to do? Today it is pouring with rain, it's dreary outside. Would you love to be outside? Sometimes being cooped up in the house with the same people, you get really, really fed up and it makes you feel really, really bad. I'm really missing being able to go swimming with my grandson or to go outside into the park and play football with a group of people. We can't do that just now, and so these things kind of weigh heavy on our shoulders. I wonder if perhaps by being cooped up with your mum and your dad or your brothers and sisters, if you're getting if you're getting a bit annoyed with some of them. Sometimes something that doesn't really normally annoy you can really get underneath your skin and can really make you feel really angry because just for no reason whatsoever. Sometimes you don't get along with your mum and dad if they're telling you to do things and you don't want to do it. You'd rather go away and play and do something. Sometimes you can get annoyed at your mum and your dad as well. And all of these things normally wouldn't affect you, but under today's circumstances, they just make you feel weighed down. I wonder if maybe you've been not well, or maybe someone you know, maybe a granny, grandpa, or your mum and dad haven't been unwell, and that makes you feel really sad as well. Maybe you're feeling a wee bit guilty about something that you've done. Maybe you've done something not very nice, or you've said something not very nice to your brother or your sister or your mum or your dad. And all of that just seems to build up until we feel that we've got a really heavy weight on our shoulders, or we're carrying a really, really heavy bag. And that is really, really a really heavy burden to carry for any one of us to do. But I've got good news for you. You don't have to carry all these heavy burdens by yourself. In the Bible, there is a passage that Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, heavy burdened, and I will give you rest." And that's what we can do when we are feeling that we're really fed up, when something's not going our way, or maybe we've done something wrong, when we feel cooped up inside and we can't get out to play. Then we can go to Jesus because Jesus is our helper. Sometimes we try to hold on to a heavy, heavy bag or heavy, heavy burdens, and that just makes us feel sad. We don't have to carry these things by ourselves. Jesus will help us if we just ask him. All we have to do is come to him and he will lighten our load. So we're now going to pray together, and I would ask you to repeat the words after me. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, sometimes things seem really difficult and we really are sad. We carry heavy things, sometimes more than we can bear. Help us to remember what Jesus told us, to come to him when we are tired and weary, and things are too much. And Jesus will give us rest. And hear us as we say together the words that Jesus taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Well, it's still raining outside, and I don't think it's meant to be very nice at the weekend either, but I hope that the sun will come out next week so that you can get out and play. And next week, it's going to be somebody different who's going to be doing your address and giving the service. So I look forward to watching and seeing someone different doing it next week, and I hope you will too. So have a good week, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.